Hey, hello guys. I'm Phyllis Anderson. I'm an Emerald Ambassador. I'm here to talk to you today about connecting authentically with people. Okay, I started this business 19 months ago, and in the first 11 months, I climbed to Emerald. And that was quite a ride. And I'm here to share with you some tips, not necessarily how to go Emerald super fast, because that was super fast, and never, ever compare your journey with another person. But I'm here to kind of just tell you how it all started and how I feel like I kind of had an upper edge or maybe some tricks that might help you as well. So connecting authentically with people. When I signed up, my sister-in-law who signed me up, Barbie, and she told me, hey, did you know you can get your products paid for if you get 3 people to join you? And I was like, well, I don't want to pay for these products. So sure, let's see what happens. And she said, well, you need to hurry up because it was May 28th. And I just literally logged off, placed my order. And she said, you'll get credit for it next month if you can get them before the end of the month. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I didn't know any different. So I literally got in my car. Talk about authentically connecting with people. I drove to my mother-in-law's house. I shared with her the information that Barbie had just shared with me. And she'd told me a couple stories. So I thought, okay, I can just share those stories. Like I just remembered it and said, I'm going to just tell exactly that's all I knew. I didn't know anything about the supplements specifically. I just said to my mother-in-law, would you like to join me? So in person, yes, she joined me. We signed her up. I got on the phone and I called my best friend and I said, Kelly, do you want to join me? She said, yes, I'll do anything with you because we're accountability partners. We exercised together. We did everything together. And then I went over to my mom's house and talked to her and my sister, and I got a big fat no. And to this day, they are still not my ambassadors. So I kind of tell you that story for a reason. When you get a no, it's not the end of the world. Like, get over it. You got to keep reaching out. It's not their time, and there's something in their life that they're not ready for these supplements. But don't let that stop you. Okay. Excuse me. The other thing you can do is send a message. If you're sending a message to somebody, I suggest you use the microphone. Like you can hold your finger on the microphone and you just talk to the person. Okay. Talking over the phone, like making a phone appointment with a person would be amazing. So that way it manages your time wisely and you're not kind of all over the place. You can say, hey, I have free time between 3 and 5 today. I can set up some phone appointments to actually talk to people there. And then your family's not getting mad at you like, hey, all day you're talking about Plexus. You have to just like fit it in where you can, okay? And where it's not going to be a burden on your family. So make that telephone appointment and then show up on time. Let the people know that you think a lot about them enough that you will show up on time. Okay, how do I send my first message? If you have 0 personal experience, just like Barbie had when she talked to me, she shared a story and she told me, hey, these products helped this girl. She's a runner and pardon me. And it helped her like build her endurance. I was an athlete. I am an athlete. And I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. And you can lose weight. Well, that's what I was looking for. So she gave me these little pieces, these little nuggets that I was asking her about. And she was like, oh yeah, these are the things that I was told about. So you don't have to have a story. Barbie didn't have a story. Barbie didn't even have her supplements yet. She had literally ordered them the day before I did. Okay, you guys, we started our supplements the same day. And pardon me, we are both emeralds in the company now. So now, how do you bring it up in a conversation? So you're just chatting with your friends. You can make a play date if you're a mom with kids. Make a play date. Oh my goodness. Go on a hike with your friends. If you're somebody in my age, we have like girlfriend day outs. Like, let's do it. Let's get together and have some fun. And then as you're hiking and talking and just being you, someone is going to say, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't sleep very well at night. My stomach is a mess. Like I'm always gassy, bloated. I can't lose this weight. I have autoimmune, blah, blah, blah. I mean, people are going to open up to you when you are sincere and when you have personal relationships, right? So that is when you say, hey, oh my goodness, I am just starting this product and I know this seems crazy. I don't have like a really big story yet, but this is what it's done for my friend. And you know what? I could send you her testimony. Would you read it? Would you look at her testimony? or there's a couple really great videos we have in our back office. Can I send you one of those? And then they'll say, yeah, of course. Like if it's your good friend, they're not going to tell you no. And if they do tell you no, then you just go, okay, no problem. And then carry on, and you still love them and you're still their friend. Okay. Because guess what? Just keep building that relationship. And then you're not the weird Plexus person who like, oh God, here she comes. Oh my God, here she comes. I'm going to run away because she's going to talk Plexus to me. Don't do it. Just never bring it up again until they keep complaining about the same old stuff they've been complaining about. And then you go, hey, you know what? We're running this really great special. And that's what I do. And I get thanked time and time and time again is as I follow up, people are saying, oh my goodness, thank you for thinking of me. Or you've been so consistent following up with me, but I never felt pressured by you. Like that's the thing. Just don't pressure them and don't act like you're desperate for, them to purchase from you. If you get one no from a person, that's one no. You got to keep going. You're going to finally get a yes, but you're going to have to go for the no's first. We always say that. Go for the no's first. Okay. And then lastly, I was on an airplane. My last little story here. I was on an airplane and this woman was sitting next to me and we just started chatting. And I was like, I'll use any experience. And I know I can always get Plexus in there somewhere. Pardon me. And we talked for an hour and a half of our trip, just back and forth about life and what she was doing and why she was traveling, where she was traveling. And then in the end, she started talking about her stomach and how, her digestion is terrible. And then I asked her, have you ever heard of Plexus? And she's like, yeah, you know what? I have heard of it. And she kind of tried some Slim somewhere down before, but it had been forever. She didn't even know where her contact was, or didn't have an account. I don't know if she just tried a sample. But anyway, we started talking and she's like, yeah, I would love some more information. So I gave her some sticks of Slim out of my purse and she took those home. She contacted me, and through kind of just sharing information back and forth, she became an ambassador. And so that was a random stranger on an airline that I just cared enough about. Her story was she was visiting her brother who had cancer, and now here she is not taking care of herself and feeling horrible too, but she's more worried about her brother than herself. So what an opportunity for me to say, hey, let's work on your health as well. So I say unapologetically share. You have nothing to fear. If you're fearing, the fear is coming from a bad place. If you hear this little voice in your head that says you're not good enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not fit enough, you have no relevancy, that is not from a good place. That is from the devil as far as I'm concerned. You need to be listening to all the positive voices. And if you tend to be a very negative person, I say get some self-help books, like dig in and find some places for personal development, because you have a lot to offer. These supplements are amazing. They can change people's lives. They've changed my life. They're changing your life. With consistency and time, I say there are rainbows and unicorns to be had. And so, again, you don't have to wait for your own story, because there's so many testimonies out there. And that is something that you should just be easily, passionately, unapologetically sharing. So I hope that helped you guys today. Have a great one.